Hey guys, it's Richard Butler here and I'm back with another Appsumo Deal. But before we get into the review, I have a couple of little favors. If you like the video, make sure that you give it a like. Leave a comment if you have any questions. If you want to be kept up to date with honest, reliable reviews, subscribe to the channel. My promise to you is I only review products that I bought, that I use, and I give an honest review, as you're about to see when I talk about this Appsumo product. The last thing is there is a link in the description to pick up Fresh LMS. I would appreciate if you were thinking of grabbing this deal to use my link below, and I may get a small commission from that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hi guys, Richard Butler here, back with another review from an Appsumo deal, and this time it is for Fresh LMS. Now of course LMS means Learning Management System, and Appsumo have brought us this deal where basically it's an unlimited lifetime deal for a LMS system, which is kind of new. And this is one of the things I'm going to talk about in this review. So what are we getting? Well, it's $99 for one code. And what you're getting in that one code is lifetime access to Fresh LMS. You're getting 10 gigabytes per account or author, 3 hosted videos on the landing page, unlimited courses, unlimited students, unlimited payments, unlimited integrations, a course builder, video embedding, quizzes, certifications coming soon, and it says gamification coming soon and reviews. Now, seems like a pretty good deal, because one of the things that I found was that you can actually host videos with them, so you can actually upload your videos to your courses. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. So who are the people behind this Fresh LMS? Well, this is the first thing I tried to look into, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of information about the company. Apparently they sell this for $399 a month, which seems quite high, or $999 a year. From some investigation, it seems that the domain has been around for just under 2 years. So that may make people a little bit wary to ask, is this a trusted, is this a well-developed product, etc. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest here and say that I have come across some things that didn't work as they should have worked. And to me, and somebody else had said this, it does seem a little bit maybe like a alpha version going into a beta test. But overall, Fresh LMS works really, really well once you get used to it. The second thing is the support so far has been top notch. I was talking to the support guys over Saturday, today Sunday, and they have been very, very responsive. So that's definitely a plus in their favor. Now let's just have a look at the interface here. So this is the dashboard, and I've started to build out a course. Now there's a couple of things like this that come up: error and object. And sometimes when you refresh, it actually comes up again and it fixes itself. Okay, sales, there's an error. So that leads me to believe that maybe it is not 100% bug free, but this is where I suppose the advantage of Appsumo deals are, that we're getting in and we're supporting some development team that are producing a good product. There are some products on Appsumo that are very, very well developed and have been around for years. There's others for companies starting off, and I feel a little bit that this is the case, that this is a company that is starting off and they're looking for input, they're looking for a lot of assistance. But that's not a bad thing, and I know some people will complain about that, but to me it's quite okay. Now under here I have members, so you can see any members that I have here. This is one of the great developers. And under here I have courses. So here's a course that I put together, and it is called the Warrior Mindset. Now when I go in here, I can add modules, and modules can be like, well, a module, and within each module you can actually have different chapters or different lessons. So this is the first lesson that I have, and it's a video. And what I actually did was this video is an embedded video. Okay, so I embedded this one. Then I have the second lesson, which is an introduction, and this is a video that I upload it to their servers. Now, the only thing that I have a little problem here with is that it would be nice if you could actually put a thumbnail in there. Now, the development team have said that they will be looking at that, because it's not really that nice to be presented on a course and just see a blank screen. The other thing I would like is to have more control over putting in instructions here, or maybe putting in a number of items, because when you go to create a new chapter, you can only select one type of content. So that could be a PDF, a document, it could be an audio or a video, etc. So it would be nice maybe to have, be able to put in a text here, and then have the video and maybe text underneath as well. Okay, so I go through and I uploaded all of my lessons here. Now, then what I did was I created the resources for each one of these lessons, and in the resources I have a transcript of the actual video, and then I have a resource itself. This is quite nicely done. I go into lesson 1 here, and I actually see here the transcript, or the PDF, that I can actually read online, which is really, really nice. Then what I can also do is, well, I have the resources here as well. Let's have a look just at one thing here. How do I add a new resource? Well, I go into add chapter. I call this sample chapter, because I'm going to delete this afterwards. It comes up and it just takes a second just to reload here. And I have sample chapter. I can add a video, and I get the option of going to YouTube and putting in the video URL, going to Vimeo, putting in the video URL, embedding the video if I have it on something else, like the deal that was on Appsumo of Aluga, I think, I can never pronounce it, or I can upload a video. Now, here's the first challenge that I found. I have a lot of videos here, but I couldn't actually upload MP4. But hold on, before you panic, before you say that's absolute garbage, why can't you do that? I found that it is actually just with Safari on the Mac that you couldn't do that. When I moved over to Chrome, there was absolutely no problem. So I can upload that. Now, the advantage of that is that you are not wasting any bandwidth. If you have bandwidth on another video hosting that you're paying for, be it Vimeo or whoever it may be, you can just upload directly to here. So that's one thing I love. I could add audio, and I would just click here, and then I would find an audio. Again, in Safari, it doesn't seem to work, but that might only affect a small proportion of it, but we can just put it into Chrome. Okay, and here we go. Here's support again, helping me out. Add document. I can add a PDF, or I can create an actual document here, and I have the standard areas here that I can actually put in descriptions, etc. And then I can add a quiz if I want to add a quiz. So I can put in here, what is this? And then I could have an option, and the ticked one is the right answer, okay? And then wrong answer. And I just add that question there, and when I'm done, I say done with adding questions, and I have a quiz in that particular chapter there. So one of the things that I do like about this is that I can create a course and show previews to people, and I can lock off chapters if I want. So for example, I want people to watch this before you start. I want them to be able to see the introduction, so it's not locked, but every other chapter here is locked. So that's really, really useful there. So under collaboration, you can allow people to like or dislike your lectures. You can let them add comments, which is very useful. And if you want, you can let them see the view count. If your course is very popular, you could show that, and then it says 4,000 people have viewed the actual course. So I can go in here to view settings, and I can upload a new course image. I can put in my heading. I have my course description page here, and I actually have a video. Don't worry, that video does actually come up bigger. I can say I want it as text, as an image, etc. And I can add more course sections there to the course descriptor. The button setting, enroll now. Author settings, about me. For marketing, I can put in my meta title. I can put in an image for if I'm doing any remarketing with Google or Facebook. I can add testimonials here, okay, 5-star, and enter and put in the comments. I can put in the pricing details here, so I just say that this is $1 it has lifetime access, and then I have my terms and conditions, what you're actually going to get. So let's just have a look at how that looks when it's live. And this is another thing I want to show you. So just let me open this up in a private window. So when you actually load up the enrollment page, you see here the picture that I put in, the enroll now, free preview. You see I can change the about us or about me part here, the course description of the documents. Now I don't know why this is just coming up with a very small thumbnail there. I don't know if this is that they're testing the thumbnail feature that I did ask them about the other day. But when I press this, it will actually run the video for me here. Then I have course curriculum, and here you can show exactly what people are getting, video lessons and resources. Okay, so anything that I create as a chapter comes up like that. So that's something that I really like. Enroll now. Now I'm talking to the developers about this. One of the things that you have to do first is you have to sign up for an account. So I'm just going to put in my email address here and a password. Okay, and I click on sign up, and the account was created successfully. Now, I have to complete your purchase here. This is something that I don't know, and I haven't been able to figure out what's wrong with this, that it just says or, comma, buy with PayPal. Now, I presume then that could be that it's like pay with Stripe or pay with PayPal. So I'm asking the developers what's going on there. Now, when I click buy now with PayPal, a pop-up button will come up, or a pop-up window will come up, and I just have it blocked there, so let me unblock it. One of the things that I found is that it could be something that I've done wrong, but nothing happens. Okay, so this is where this leads me to think that there's a couple of things, shall we say, that need to be fixed here. And I'm interested to see what the actual developers come back with. And as I say, I'm being brutally honest here in this video. And if you like my honesty, please make sure that you do subscribe to this video because that would be great. But I don't know. It could be something that I've done, so I don't want to say that it is actually an error with the program. Okay, I would hope it isn't. But if I go to free preview here, let me just show you this. I can sign in here, and I just put in my richard.com here, and I put in my password if I remember what I put in. And I sign in, and I see this course here, and I can go to free preview. And what's going to happen is it's going to show me the course here. Okay, so watch before you start. I see everything here. Sample chapter, I see that. Okay, that's the question here. So let me just put in next. Up, error selected, answer is wrong. Okay, now lesson 1, I can see lesson 1. Now watch this. When I go to lesson 2, this content is not included in the free preview. So I really like that because you know, you can give a free preview like you can do on Udemy, and then when somebody goes to look at one of these chapters, they can't. They're forced to actually buy there, and then you can go in and you can go to the purchase page. So that's really good. Now, the other thing that I do like here is that anybody who registers for your course, you will actually see them here. So another way of list building, if they register and they don't pay or they don't buy, you could actually just go in there and you could see, okay, well, this person has registered, but they're not actually a member of the course. So what happened there? So that can be quite useful. Here we have quizzes and assessments. I've started to just play around with this, that you can go in to create a new assessment. And this again is another lead generation feature, because let's say I want to build leads of people who want to learn English. I can say, let's test your English, start quiz. So when I go in here to look at the questions, I can actually have a question title. I can actually have a timer here so that they have to actually answer this in 30 seconds. And then I can actually just add the question here. Okay, I can have single answer, I can have multi-select, I can have the answer type is text or is an image. And I just save that, and oops, option 1 is not selected. So I want to select that as my option, and I save that. Now I could also add another question here. Okay, so this is question 2, and then I can say what that question is about. Now, for lead generation, okay, what I can do is I can say that I want this to be before the quiz or after the quiz. So before they take the quiz, they're asked to actually put in their email, or after the quiz, they're asked to get their results. They must give you their email. So another way of building up a list. And if I just have a look here at this quiz, we will see tester English start quiz. Okay, so I put in the answer here, I go next. I put in the answer here, I go next. Before you take this, you must put in your email address. So I'll put in my email address and I will go here. And then I would change that to start quiz. Results of your test, here you go. You got 0% correct, show answers. Okay, so that was number 1, that was number 2, and that's it. So that's not bad. Again, the overall feeling is it's very simple to use, which you can also read as very basic. So I think there's a lot of work that has to be done on this, maybe to get it on par. But let's continue on with the review. Catalogs will allow you just to show all of your other courses. In your settings here, you have the users. You have the branding that you can put in here, the different pictures. You have the domain manager. I haven't gone into this yet, but my understanding is that what you have here is you can add a domain, and this is where your courses can actually be, and your main domain. So I could have a domain like Richard's educational site, and then people would go there and they would see all of my courses from there. I have integrations at the moment, not a lot of integrations. I have payments, which I won't show you because it actually shows my API key there. I have the billing and invoice here. Okay, it tells me the type of plan that I have, and I can change my password there. Now, under here, I can add more authors, which are people who author courses. And then I can see all my reports down here. So I can see course performance, and it would tell me how much of a course has been completed, by whom. It would show me the payments. It shows me any comments that people have made and in what chapter they made them. The likes and dislikes here of the course, how many people liked and disliked different things. Assessment reports, if I have any assessments, and reviews there as well. So all in all, it's quite a good package in the sense that it has everything that you want for an LMS. Could I use a membership site because I also have Wishlist? Yes, I could, but that's apples and oranges. That a membership site is better for, in my opinion, if you're delivering a product, for example, an ebook or a report. You can get people to join a membership site or software. An LMS is better for doing learning management, okay, to manage your learners here. So you could do it with something like Wishlist. You could do it with another membership plugin, but this just seems to be a little bit better. Now, what are my overall thoughts? Overall thoughts are that it's a very good product. It has a lot of potential. The development team are very responsive. My concern is that there are a couple of bugs that need to be fixed in order to actually get this to a level where you can say it's really robust. Okay, I haven't found any problems where things have fallen over, but there's just little things like that payment gateway issue. It could be my fault that I haven't set it up properly, and if it is, and I will do an updated review, so make sure that you subscribe so that you will get information on when I update my review. But it's pretty good. I like it. I think it's really good. I'm going to bring a lot of courses that I have over here, and I think over the next couple of months, this is going to develop into a really good piece of software. So this is one of the things with Appsumo Deals, that sometimes you get in at the founding level, shall we say, of a new software company, and the software really, really builds up. As it is right now, for the price, you can't go wrong, okay? Because LMS systems will be more expensive. They mightn't have as responsive development teams, etc. Once this gets a little bit more polished, to me, this is going to be a 5 out of 5 piece of software. And I do believe that it is going to get better. So if you have any questions, do let me know. Make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like, And also make sure that you pick it up through my link below.